What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Another backyard simulator session here. Haven't been out here in a little over a month, so expectations are pretty low. Pretty much the weather has just been horrendous, extremely cold, and different things in life have been getting in the way for me getting out here. So I think it's exactly from today a month and a week since I've played and recorded a round back here. So expectations are pretty low, but we're going through, still continuing on with the Villages series. So I'm going to do at least, this is a basically par 3 short executive course, going to start here and then do at least 9 holes at a championship after this, and we'll see how it goes. But like I said, expectations are pretty low, so going to be some wayward shots and probably some frustrating holes and shots in here, but we'll see how we do. Maybe we get lucky. As for this round, we are playing Churchill greens. This is a level 3 executive course located in the Villages at 534 Belvedere Boulevard. So we're going to give it a go. Just 9 holes. Basically the executives are essentially par 3 courses with one or two, if that, par 4s mixed in. This may just be a whole par 3. I don't really look at the scorecards or anything before coming out, but we'll see how it goes. So it's about 45 degrees, so still pretty cold. Not exactly perfect golf weather by any means, but considering over the past month, we had, it seems like 2 or 3 weeks in a row where it was just snow, a lot of snow, and the weather was literally anywhere between 5 and 20 degrees. So there was, seemed like 2 weeks in a row, every single day it was 5, 10, 15 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is Celsius, probably well below 0 Celsius, but very cold, but not exactly sunny and 75 or 80, 90 degrees, but 45 compared to 15, it's not too bad. So like always, Garmin Approach R10 behind me on a DIY level stand, Country Club Elite mat, DIY stance mat, Callaway Superfast balls, 10x7 nets, and home tee here you're seeing within the Garmin Golf app as a simulator software. So first hole, par 3, 143 up 1. I'm gonna go choke down 9, and like I said, I mean, it's been so long coming out here, it almost feels a little bit awkward doing something on video here and playing around. I almost forgot what my settings were coming out here because it's been so long, but we're gonna see how it goes. I may be a little bit off on some of my yardages too, but we'll see. Choke down 9, see how it goes. Thin toey, pulled it left. We'll see, that might be long too. Land soft. Wow, short. That was very toey. I thought I may have put too much on that. Not the start we were looking for, but again, expectations are low. Not going to get frustrated with bad shots or anything like that. Just kind of happy to be out here and playing. But 14 yards, I have a feeling it'll take me a couple holes for the iron shots, but I think probably most of today, some of these touch feel type wedge shots are going to be not so great. But 14 yards in the rough, so call it another 1.5, 2. Need about 15, 16 yards, going 60. Thinned it, but it was straight, and it looks like I didn't have the club grounded enough before, so the Garmin didn't like that one. I think it rained a little bit last night, so it is a little bit wet. Sometimes I see some extra misreads and no reads with the added moisture, either in the air or on the ground. But that one, I think I just need to have the club grounded behind the ball for half a second longer. Still straight, pop that one up, but it'll be on the green, we'll see. All right, not bad. We will take that. Par to start off. I'm just gonna double check here. Again, I feel a little bit out of sorts, out of rhythm without coming out here for so long. Looks like everything's still going, so. Second hole, par 3. 143, basically the same shot again, 144. Let's see if I can hit a better choke down 9 than that last one. Still experimenting a little bit. I hit about, I think it was 18 shots before. I hit a couple 60s, couple 56s, and then just pitching wedge in 9. Actually, I hit a couple 8s too. Still experimenting, going back and forth with that whole breathing, contracting my abs, inhale before. I think for today, maybe I'll go back and forth a little bit, but day like today, I'm not trying to focus on anything super particular. Swing-wise, just kind of trying to put the club on the ball and make contact the best that I can. Choke down 9 again. Very toey again. That'll probably be shortish left. And it is. Alright. I think, I was going to say I need to not choke down as much. I think I'm fine where I was choked down on those 2 shots of just hitting them so far off the toe. These 770s. If you're not finding something that resembles the middle of the club face, you're going to get punished distance-wise. So I think I'm fine with the choke down, how far I'm choking down on those 9s. I just need to not hit it so far off the toe. And we got deja vu. We had almost the same exact yardage off the tee, those 2 shots, and now basically same result and same yardage here with the 60. So let's see if I can hit another halfway decent one, scrape out another par here. Drop kicked it, but again it was straight. Should be fine. Alright. Well, we've had worse starts. Not exactly, haven't hit a good shot yet, necessarily, but 2 pars in a row. Third hole, par 3, 127 up 2. So we're at 129. I'm just gonna go smooth pitch and wedge. See if I can center this up a little bit more. A little bit better, still pretty toey, and I kind of scuffed it. It's gonna be left, but we'll see. It was short, so usually I've been seeing about, usually play this pitch wedge, full pitch wedge to about 135 or so. So considering hit that a little bit heavy, off center strike 129. Got its work out. Moving right along, 4th hole, par 4. All right, driver time. Wasn't sure if this was gonna happen, but I came out here saying today I want to swing pretty free with the driver, so I'm gonna let these loose and we're gonna see what we get out of it. Considering I'm not trying to have super high expectations for playing halfway decent consistent golf, might as well give the driver a little bit of a rip, kind of swing a little bit harder and quicker than I usually would, see if I can gradually keep increasing speed a little bit. But I don't know if I mentioned it last time, the driver, this is an 8 degree, the Stealth 2 Plus. So originally when I had it for the first couple months, I had it turned all the way up to +2 degrees, so it was 8 playing 10, and then I had the movable weight all the way to the draw setting. Now that my miss has been primarily left, I've taken some loft off of it, so I'm just 1 click up from standard, so it's probably playing 8.5, 8.75, I'm not sure the in-between. So basically just gonna neutralize the club face a little bit, and I have the movable weight turned all the way up to the fade setting all the way at the top of the club. So we'll see how it goes, and I've gone down just 1 from these rubber tees that I got. There was 3 or 4 different length tees for the past probably year or so. I've been using the tallest tee both here and on course. Then I came out and hit balls for about 45 minutes, maybe 2 weeks ago. That was the last time I touched the club, and I just switched over to this, and I was squaring the club up a little bit better. So just going down one length tee here, but let's see what happens. Gonna give it a ride. Toey up the right. felt like I gave it a good run, but it's coming back a little bit. Not horrendous. Kind of curious what that speed was. Still feel like I need to warm up a little bit, but swung it at 105, 147 ball speed because I was pretty off-centered, but 105 for the first driver swing, not too bad. Attack angle is not great, but 105, I want to be creeping up to where when I'm swinging hard, eventually I still think the speed numbers are a little bit low, but I want to keep, I've been saying it for the past 2 years or so, whatever, I want to keep creeping up speed to where I'm cruising around 110, 115. I think I'm capable of it, especially in hot, humid weather. Maybe not as much right now, but that's the goal. But anyways, 105 from what Garmin picked up on that first one. Another part of it was too, I think I mentioned it one of the last times I was out here, is considering that driver. At this point, the QI10 is out, but at the time I got that driver. It was a brand new, basically $600 driver, and I was kind of babying it for a while, not trying to try to really experiment a whole lot with swinging hard or changing around my driver swing, just because I didn't want to sky it and mark up that club. But at a certain point I skied it I think like a week or two after I got it. Was still kind of babying it a little bit, but now, like I said, committing to swinging harder and going after it more off the tee. Not going to worry about it if I mark the driver up. It's a tool, not a treasure, or whatever that saying is. But alright, good look here. Par 4, we only got 27 yards, so I'm going 56. Just going to see if I can play as close to I can here. It's about a 25-30 yard shot here. Popped it up. May need to go just a little bit, but again, pretty straight. Wow. Well, it landed where I wanted. Rolled out though. May have been a slight misread. I thought that was gonna need to go a little bit. We came up a little bit long, but par nonetheless. Alright, fifth hole, par 3. Still even through 4. 183 down 1, so 182. I think we'll go 7. One thing I did want to mention, and now that I'm out here thinking about it, I've been meaning to call TaylorMade my 7-iron when I got it. This combo set that was used, very lightly used. It was basically like new, but the same thing happened to my old, I think it was my 5-iron and the Sim 2s. Either the head or the Hosel, I think it's the head, is starting to separate, so I'm gonna give TaylorMade a call. They took care of me last time with those Sim 2s. I just shipped in the 5-iron, I think it was, and they turned it around within like a week. Basically, you just ship it in, they give you a prepaid label, they go, I guess they heat it up, take the head off, rebond it, and they ship it back. But I have a feeling, luckily out here, I'll be able to, hopefully, if this thing goes flying off, I'll be able to find the club head. But you're on course, or people that have indoor simulators, it's not exactly a welcome sign when you're looking down and seeing that the club head's almost all the way off. But hopefully it doesn't go flying off into the woods. Hit that pretty heavy. That's gonna be short left. Probably right into the bunker, maybe even short of it. I may not hit that the rest of the day. That was just in the back of my head. Granted, I hit it heavy regardless, but I really don't want to have that club head come flying off and break a window, hit something, hit the R10, or possibly even go flying into the woods and then maybe not be able to find it. So I may just leave that in the bag, and then, now that I'm thinking about it, after I'm done here, give TaylorMade a call and see if they'll be able to fix it. If not, I guess I'll just have to bring it to, I'm sure it's probably relatively cheap, maybe 10-20 bucks to have a local golf shop basically heat the head up, take it off, and just re-epoxy it. But be nice if TaylorMade would take care of that part of kind of quality control and standing behind their product. But second shot, 33 yards, 10%, so another 3-4 yards. We need like 37. Try the approach wedge. This is 51 degrees. The approach wedge, the 770 approach wedge that came with the set. Usually, past couple years, few years, used to a 52. But let's see. A little thin, a little toey. That might be on the long side, but alright, landed soft. Got it there. Swung pretty easy at that. Again, everything without having really swung a club much or played around, everything feels kind of out of sorts. I'm not real dialed in of how far I need to choke down on certain things or how hard I need to swing. So to be able to be even through 5 and kind of putting the ball somewhat in the direction I'm looking for, kind of a welcome sight. But 6th hole, another par 4, 363. This is a pretty long one too, so I guess we'll leave it there and give the driver another swing. Still loosening up a little bit. Definitely gonna open this thing up and swing pretty hard at it. The championship round right after this one that I'm gonna play, but see if I can get something quicker than 105 here on this one. Out to the right again, we'll see if it comes back. Not much. Probably gonna be pretty much the same, I would think. We'll take a look at it quick. Ooh, 97. I don't know about that. Tell me that was 8 miles an hour slower with about the same ball speed? I don't know. I was actually 1 mile an hour quicker ball speed. Again, I think generally speaking, considering I have to jack up the altitude to 5,200 feet just from my setup, but I think the speed in general is down, and I don't have the most faith in the world with some of these speed numbers, but it's within the ballpark. I just don't know if that was exactly what Garmin read it or not, but either way, 107, up 1, and we're in the rough, so 108 plus another 11 puts us at 119. Go pitching wedge, smooth pitching wedge. Choke down an inch or two, see what happens. Hit it decent. That's probably going to be long. I probably hit that too good. I did choke down on it though. Alright, I mean, we'll take that. At least I'm squaring up the club face a little bit better. Another par. 7th hole, par 3. Should have brought a coffee out here, but I got Diet Coke for a little caffeine, and I got 2 Gatorades, so what's a simulator video without a noisy plane going over? Alright, even through 6, 7th hole, par 3, 160 down 1. So we need 159. Kind of on the upper end of a 9 or smoother 8. Probably go smoother 8, just considering what we're dealing with today. Felt like I striped a couple when I was just warming up. Got up into the upper 150s with the 9, but still thin and toey. It was low though. I should get there. If anything, it'll be long. And that's about right. Still an off-center hit, a little bit low in the face, didn't get all of it. So 163. Usually been playing this 8-iron. Probably swung a little bit too much at that. Usually stock 8 from what I've been playing, about 165-ish, 170 with these weaker lofted 770s. Another par though. 8th hole par 3, 159. Basically same shot again. 160 with the slope, so same thing. Going 8 iron. Hit a little bit behind it, resulted a little bit high on the face, but should work. Again, I knew I hit that a little bit heavy, so distance dropped off a little bit, but I do really like the consistency of the dispersion and the yardage with these higher quality, more players type of irons of the 770s. You don't get as many flyers and jumpers and kind of hot spots on the cast clubs like my Sim 2s were. These forged faces are a lot more consistent, it seems like. Granted, doesn't help if you're hitting them fat like that, but kind of as soon as you hit it, you kind of know what to expect, versus there was a little bit of more of a variance and a guessing game with those Sim 2s. All right, still even though through 8. 9th and final hole here, par 3, 152. So it should be a good, stock, smooth 9 iron swing here. Hit it good, I just popped it up a little bit. It was dead center in the face, it was just a little bit high. That's gonna have to go a little bit, but should be pretty much, yeah, not bad. 148. Lost a little bit of distance on it. I think I kind of hung back on that a little bit. Hit a little bit behind it too, so it is what it is though. I mean, take that all day long. So let's take a look at the scorecard. From Churchill Greens, level 3 executive course in the Villages. Pretty even Steven. That's a little bit surprising, honestly. If I were coming out here, what's it been, 20-25 minutes or whatever, however long this video's been, half an hour ago you told me I'd be all pars through 9 holes after not playing for over a month. Not too bad. So I mean, not a whole lot to talk about. Par on every single hole, 29 even par, 1 out of 2 fairways, 6 out of 9 greens of regulation, 15 putts. Not too bad. So gonna go ahead and wrap this one up, reset things here, go over to a championship course and really try to swing hard at the driver and work on basically increasing speed. I really need to get back. I keep going back and forth, and I always say it. I need to just schedule out time, like 10-15 minutes, like 3 times a week, to do the speed training with that stick. But I think another way to do it is on times like this, kind of some practice round type of rounds. You just come out and you're not super worried about where the driver goes, and just, you can even do it with irons too, just literally swing as hard as you can for like 9 holes, and eventually you start swinging harder and harder. Your speed should keep creeping up, and then eventually your cruising weight will come up when you just feel like you're swinging smooth, just because you're basically acclimating your body to move quicker and swing harder. I need to be careful about even that wording in my head, but I want to swing quick, not hard. So obviously the difference being a little bit smoother and quicker versus trying to overpower it, coming over the top and really trying to swing hard at it. You want to hit it fast and quick, not exactly hard. But like I said, gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Like always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the next course.